I'm going to show you exactly why the top 1% of men can keep their insane focus, energy, health, and their unmatched productivity for so long. And how I've used this diet specifically to supersede my progress and gain more muscle, or getting leaner, healthier, and being able to work non-stop. The modern day diet, which consists of a lot of carbohydrates. So if you look on the health pyramid of food, a lot of it is recommended that you eat bread, grains like wheat, stuff like that. And that's apparently on the modern day health pyramid, it's better than meat, healthier than meat. They say meat's unhealthier than bread. And yeah, it's causing a lot of men nowadays to be nerfed, just flat out being nerfed. And the consequence of this is you feel slow, you feel tired, and you need to go for midday naps, afternoon naps. Put your hand up if you go for midday naps and afternoon naps. If you have an afternoon nap after work or after something. You're not meant to. It's all because of the foods we're eating. You should be able to have enough energy to go out through the whole day, especially a young person. A young person with high test should be able to work non-stop, be able to work out, do everything during the day non-stop. So the core concept is the brain is most optimized when on ketones, which is the energy produced by the body when it burns fat instead of carbs. Usually when you're fasting in the morning after you wake up is when your brain's running on ketones. So before you eat anything. Ketones actually fuel your brain better than sugar or glucose, leading to better focus, quicker decision making, and enhanced memory. So all in all, you'll feel after you eat some carbs, like a carb heavy meal, you'll notice you feel lethargic, you feel like a bit tired. You shouldn't be feeling like that after you eat. You should be feeling energized, ready to go again, which is where meats come into play. You eat a higher meat-based diet. That's primarily steaks, eggs, chicken, beef mince, stuff like that. And a higher meat-based diet doesn't mean you have to cut out all carbs. You just have to reduce your carb intake to healthier carb sources and make sure that you're not overdoing it in carbs. So things like fruits and vegetables, healthy sources of that, like sweet potato, like bananas, those sort of things, right? And if you're someone like me who works out every day, it'll be hard to just completely cut out carbs, which is why I don't eat carnivore or keto, which are both still very good. If you're in a season of business work only and you're not prioritizing your fitness or bodybuilding, especially you're not going hard in bodybuilding, then sure, reduce carbs to almost nothing, yeah? But you need some carbs. So before your workout, have like a banana, have like some fruits and vegetables, have some honey. It's as easy as that. And after your workout, have a little bit in your meal after your workout. Have some protein, so some meat, and then put some vegetables with that. So you get some fiber, some carbs, boom, there you go. And that should be it. The rest of the day, just eat simple things like chicken, steak, eggs, those sort of things. And it's really beneficial, this diet. It helps a lot with not getting those blood sugar spikes from carbs and the crashes that you get in the afternoon. A lot of the times people mistake the afternoon crashes for coffee, like caffeine, but it's actually a combination of that and carbs. So with coffee, you want to wait 90 to 120 minutes after waking up to drink coffee. There's a reason behind it, but I'll go into that in another video. And then having a lot of carbs spikes your glucose, your sugar in your blood, and yeah, you'll just feel tired and lethargic. That's how it is. And not to mention brain fog. Brain fog's another huge problem with eating a lot of carbs. It basically, if you suffer from like, you can't really think, your mind wanders consistently, you can't sit down, just work on something consistently for, I don't know, a couple hours, then you're probably suffering from brain fog. I know I was. I didn't even realize I was until I went on the diet, and I'm like, wow, I have so much mental clarity. I can just think properly. Like my brain is functioning like properly. So yeah, when your brain's running on mainly ketones, it's just a steady source of energy, and it just keeps you sharp and ready to go, productive all day, consistent. So yeah, just keeping it simple, just reduce things like white rice and or like the bad carb sources, and especially cut out like all sugary stuff. Like that's a given. So yeah, just meat, eggs, fish, chicken, beef mince, that sort of thing. Turkey, whatever you want. As long as you reduce the bad carb intakes, and you can still have the veggies and fruits. Now, having no brain fog and energy crashes throughout the day is amazing. Makes you better at work, way better, higher quality work, everything, right? The thing with meat as well is it's easy to digest and reduces bloating as compared to fiber, which is very hard to digest. And the other benefit of a high meat-based diet, right, is meat's very nutrient dense. So you won't have to take as many supplements as you're taking, or if any, and you'll have so much more easeability in hitting like protein goals, because meat has very high protein bioavailability. So it's good. And if you think about it, our ancestors only ate meats. So we've practically evolved to eat meat, and no, it doesn't cause heart issues, and like cholesterol isn't bad. Like all of these like fat doctors say it is. They're fat. What is bad though in the modern day? Processed foods. Processed carbs, processed foods, sweeteners, all the bad things, right? It's things like a single bar of like oats or something. Like, you know, there's like prepackaged ones that you can buy from like the store. Why do they have like 14, 15, 16 ingredients in them? It's oats. Like, why do you need 14, 15 ingredients in them? And it's like a McDonald's French fry that you buy. They have like 19 ingredients in a single fry. It's like, it's just potato. Why does it need 19 other ingredients? Who knows? So it's pretty crazy. The modern food today is just really bad. Shitty food. That's all I'm gonna say. It's bad. And the thing as well to think about it, right, is these food companies that are selling you all these bars and foods that are supposedly healthy and achieve your like, oh, it has 120% of your daily recommended like fiber and intake needs. It's all for money, right? They don't really care about your health. If they can optimize the food they make to make you want to eat it more and buy more of their food, why wouldn't they? If I was a massive food company that mass produces food, right, that the mass populace consumes, of course I'm gonna make the food in a way that it's really tasty. It's has the right marketing packaging on it saying, oh yeah, this food is healthy and it gives you this and this percentage increase of your daily recommended needs. So it's technically healthy then, but then also has 16 ingredients in it. So it's all money. They just want your money. They want you coming back for the same food over and over again because it's an income stream. They have to make profits. They're not just going to make food because they care about people's healths and they don't care about their profits and staying afloat as a company. Of course not. And yes, there are some food brands that do take into consideration, health. So I'm not talking on behalf of all food companies here. I'm talking just about the, the bad ones, like McDonald's. That's a purely money-based organization. Their food's not healthy whatsoever. They're not trying to make and give you healthy food. So, and as well as this, going for whole foods as well. So, single ingredient foods like literally just a steak. What's in a steak? Steak. What's in an egg? Egg. There's not like, oh, you've got sucralose and aspartame and sweetener 952 and all these like emulsifier and soy milk and garbage like that. It's bad. So keep it to whole foods, single ingredient foods, none of this like additive garbage, right? And increase the amount of meat you eat in your diet on a daily basis, and that'll significantly benefit you. Trust me. So just make it healthy, increase the amount of meat you're eating, reduce your carbohydrate intake, so specifically the highly processed carbs, the ones that are bad for you, and keep the good ones, so like vegetables, fruits, stuff like that, right? So what do I eat in a daily basis? So I keep it pretty simple myself. I don't eat breakfast in the morning, and my recommendation is how should you. There's no real point. The whole morning breakfast thing is a whole marketing schmozzle by Netflix. I mean, there's a whole marketing schmozzle. We weren't actually meant to eat breakfast. It was in the beginning just a way to get people to basically buy sausages and eggs more often to give more money to the like producers of those items. So we're not technically meant to even eat breakfast. It's just a marketing thing that, more money basically. So the only thing I do have in the morning is obviously water with some salt and just for my electrolytes. And after that, I'll wait like probably 2 hours, 3 hours, and then I'll have a coffee with like honey in it. And that'll be probably before I train as well. And I'll have a banana as well before I train. And that's all I'll have in the morning before I go train at the gym. So, and then after I train, I then go and have just meats. Like I'll have like some cooked beef mince with some avocado and some eggs like mixed in, and I'll have maybe some chicken or something, and that would basically be my lunch. So and I'll add maybe some like stuff like tomatoes or carrots or stuff like that, just to even it out. And throughout the day, I'll probably have like a single apple throughout the day, and that's it. And then for dinner, I'll just basically have the same thing, probably like a steak with some more eggs, or like some chicken or, whatever. It's really like as simple as that. But make sure when you are switching to a higher meat diet, you will have some digestive changes in the beginning. So your body getting used to like more meats. If you're not typically a person who eats a lot of meats, you more typically eat like more vegetables, fruits, like strictly that sort of thing. You'll have to probably adjust over time, your body will. So you basically just have to discipline yourself to not just eat bad foods. During this diet as well, you need to make sure you're staying hydrated with electrolytes consistently. And that's to balance out the body and help muscle function and overall like bodily function. So I think all of us, even if we're eating, modern day, like just vegetables, fruits, and like maybe a hint of meat here and there, we could all go for a bit more electrolytes. So basically overall, an increased meat-based diet is quite literally just a tool you can use to unlock like your potential or your insane productivity or whatever you want to achieve out of that diet, or whatever like focus or mental clarity or no brain fog sort of thing you want to get out of that, you can. And by optimizing your brain for this focus and increased energy and stabilizing your energy levels so there's no spikes from glucose, insulin, like sugar spikes, it also reduces your inflammation quite a lot, which, funnily enough, a high carbohydrate intake has been linked to depression, because insulin and high glucose levels lead to inflammation, and inflammation is directly linked to depression. So be careful of that. If you suffer from any of those mental challenges or issues, I would suggest looking into your diet. There's been a doctor I've watched that has implemented, instead of giving out medicine for antidepressants, all that sort of thing, they've given them a more meat-based diet, like keto carnivore, like diet to go on. And there was a high percentage of people that were suffering from depression that actually got better. And it's crazy. It's just quite literally their diet, the high carbohydrate processed modern day foods that were literally making them depressed. So if you want to operate at the same levels as like these top entrepreneurs and like energy driven men and, all the rest of them, while also noticing strength, muscle gains if you're going to the gym, I would extremely recommend the more meat-based diet. So if you think you're ready to join the top 1%, let me know in the comments if you're going to try this meat-based diet, and don't forget to like and subscribe. You don't have to if you didn't like the video, but it helped me out. All right, thank you, bye.